Hey, muy buenos a todos, soy Tranquiller, estamos en Vampyr. Vamos a seguir con este gameplay. Vamos a ver por dónde nos lleva la historia. A ver si sigue siendo tan interesante como al principio. Aunque es un juego que tiene fallos, muchos. Pero si la historia me consigue atrapar, pues a lo mejor los obviamos un poquito. Vamos a continuar. Estamos al principio, o sea que está todo como muy abierto, es todo muy interesante. Hay muchos diálogos que, al ser esto como lo voy a grabar y demás, posiblemente me los pasemos de largo, porque vamos a hacer mi primer intento en el juego. Posiblemente me lo pase más veces, por el tema de explorarlo a tope, que es una cosa que me gusta mucho. Hola.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you.
Época complicada para tener una pareja de diferente color.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Escopeta de Milton, tenemos cartuchos, bueno, tenemos piezas. Vale, ya le vendremos a comprar si nos hace falta. Vale, mira, 2000 puntos de experiencia ahí para gastar a tope. Ya intentamos ir al punto este de la misión que tenemos aquí abierta. Me reventaron. Pero era nivel... tenía más de nivel 10, no sé si era 16 o algo así. Así que... bueno, pues me dio 2 zarpazos y me mató. No es momento para ir ahí. Vamos a hacer la misión principal. Vamos a avanzar un poquito para que nos dejen un poco sueltos y podamos hacer cosas. Y esto, por lo visto, se va renovando solo. Cosa que me congratula.
I cannot enter.
Pues vámonos. 20, 17, 15... Ahí. Está aquí dentro. A ver.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
¿Qué te pasa? A ver.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
Juanita,
There's
acá.
no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling
Vale,
intern.
Te mato.
Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many
Se la
violent...
sabe todas la vieja.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all
Todas
of them.
putas,
They can't
claro.
keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on.
Por decir algo. Sí.
See you on the next round.
Vamos a ver con Pipa.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Vamos a ver con Pipa porque si no... A ver. Mira loca.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
Vale. ¿Qué cojones esta Pipa? Vamos a ver. Ah, vale. Me estaba volviendo loco yo, madre mía. Hay uno en cada lado. A ver. Aquí no hay nadie más, tranquila. Te va a gustar. No, falta que le diga eso. ¿Qué es lo que tanto te preocupa? Oh, distrito sano. Hola, buenas tardes.
Best turn around if I were you.
No entiendo el mapa, No quiero pegarme con nadie, No quiero provocar problemas en el barrio. Encuentra a Dorothy en la zona. Se supone que es por aquí. Ah, coño, es bajo. Te puedo dar vueltas. Si te vas para allá al final te zurran, tío. Y me voy a calentar, me voy a poner a pegarme con todo el mundo y me voy a transformar en un monstruaco de la hostia. Y tampoco quiero por ahora que pase eso. Uy, esa cajita brilla. ¿Cómo hago lo de...? Ah, vale, aquí. ¿Tengo que ponerme aquí? Sí. A ver.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
¡Ja!
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Esto no sé de cojones, va. Vaya. Cerrado la puertecita. ¡Ay! Y la lancha ha desaparecido, muy bien. Ahí hay un bicho. Vamos a matarle. Que se me ha olvidado ya cómo combatir. Hola, buenas. No, no, no. No. Dame cosas. Bien. Bien. Robemos. A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Lo de los sentidos no lo gasto mucho y debería gastarlo más, por lo visto, Es que no me... Porque es como ir con chetos. Entonces... Porque lo ves todo, sabes dónde está todo, no tienes que mirar nada. ¿Ves? No puedo respirar, no puedo respirar. Eso es que te mueres, compañero. Será por aquí. Ups. Suena bicharraco. Hello there.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Un Skull. Maten al Skull. No me ha dado. Ay, el combate. Es tan rarito. Vale. Hay otro capullo ahí. Pues nos lo matamos y ya está, Hola. Muévete, gracias. What? Cabrón. No me hagas la paradeña, que te reviento. Ahora por... ¿Vas a bajar? ¿Puedes bajar? ¿Cómo subo? Ah, vale. Toma, tonto. Quiero... Por aquí. Cojamos cosas. Por aquí. ¿Dónde cojones está el tío este? A ver, por aquí. Hay otro pavo ahí, pero yo creo que no tiene nada que ver con la misión. Ciudadano en apuros. Ayúdenle. Pues la cámara se vuelve súper loca, Cállate, pesado. No puedo respirar, no puedo respirar. Ah, muévete. Me mata. Me mata. No te voy a atacar cuando estás en esa posición porque me llevo una hostia. Pollo no me ha dado. Venga. Hola. ¿Quién eres? ¿Qué te pasa?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Ah. No había nada. Es que claro, te dejan como opciones de diálogo. Es que a lo mejor detrás hay un huevo de curro en cuanto a historias secundarias y demás, Es que puede estar muy guapo el juego, aun siendo el combate una mierda. Por eso yo creo que lo rejugaré. Que no me quedaré simplemente en jugarlo una vez y ya. Por cierto, ¿dónde estaba el capullo? No sé, no me acuerdo de por dónde venía. Tiene cefalea. Si lo matamos... curaremos enfermedades. Eso es bueno, ¿no? Por ahí no es. Vamos a seguir buscando. Esto es nivel 4. Te reviento. Vamos a meter la rata, eso es, coño mío. ¿Qué le pasa a este? Vale. ¿Por dónde? Cómetela toda, papu. No te dejes nada. A ver, tiene pinta de que es aquí. Hola. Vale. De damage. Cuando quieras lo marcas. Ollas. Ya. Ojito. Ojo. No, me he columpiado. ¡Guau, tío! ¡Qué golpe más impulso! Vamos, ven con papá. Ven con papá. Ahí va. Besito. No me tenía que haber dado. Si me matas porque sí, es fácil. Me da igual que me hagan grititos. Soy un Vampyr. Pero es un perrete. No. Muévete, gilipollas. Que sí. Lo que tú quieras. No. Un poco de vida y menos. No, tío. ¡Móvete! ¡La estamina! ¡No! Pues termine. Venga. Venga. Me ha dado raro y mal. A ver. Ahora se cansa el puto. Venga.
Here's what's left of him.
A tu casa.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Es esta la misión. Si estás enfermo y no tienes dinero, sé que seas, venga de donde vengas, ven a ver a Dorotea para recibir ayuda. No es ningún engaño, gratis. No hacemos preguntas. Busca la casa de Darius Petrescu y entrega este cupón. Y eso es polaco, parece. ¿Puede ser?
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Vale. Es el momento de irnos. Cógela. Nunca se sabe. Sigamos. Vale. Podemos ir por aquí. Ah, esto es por donde... Se oyen visitas. Se puede salir, ¿verdad? Sin problemas. Bueno, yo voy a hacer lo de dormir. Voy a subir de nivel. Creo. Porque ya va siendo hora. Que ya va siendo hora. Da bastante miedo. O sea, todo siempre... Bueno. Hola. Adiós. No quiero movidas. Lo de las cajas se va reponiendo solo, Es un poco XD. Pero tampoco nos vamos a quejar, ¿no? Por las cosas gratis. Lootear es una de mis mierdas, así que... El buen opio, Madre mía. Va a sobar. Va a subir de nivel. Y ahora veremos qué hacemos. Claro, el tema de dormir. Eso ya veremos cómo funciona. Está arriba del todo, ¿era? No me acuerdo, como no he venido nunca. Era... No sé dónde está. ¿Por aquí, tal vez? Doctor Tippets. Va a ser que es aquí. Pase, doctor. Seguro que tengo cositas para mejorar. Joder. Vamos a ver cositas. Muestra de sangre para analizar. Lo analizamos. No sé si nos vale para algo. Nos mejoramos esta, ¿verdad? Y efectivamente ha sido un error mejorarla. Así que vamos a mejorar esta. ¿Qué le podemos meter? Vamos a meterle daño. Vale, y ahora lo que tengo que hacer era aquí. Vamos aquí. esta no. Esta. No estoy utilizando armas de fuego. Porque YOLO. Por aquí vemos más.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Tiraré agua, tío. Bueno, vamos a dormir. Vamos a subirle los nivelitos aquí al amigo. Tienes una cara muy saludable. A ver. Tenemos puntitos. Oh, Dios. La coagulación es muy chunga. Más capacidad de sangre. Tácticas. Puedes saltar encima de la peña. Hombre, está bastante fresca. Pero hay que pensar en que hay que subirlas para ver el auténtico potencial de las habilidades, si no. Tengo que... ¿Por qué no me deja? No sé exactamente por qué no me deja. Pero bueno, pues vamos a ir desbloqueando cosas. Esto da energía, esto cuando... A ver. Combate. Las mordeduras a lo mejor no me las mejoro. Voy a ponerme la danza. Están vacilando, pues desbloqueamos. Aquí sí, antes no me ha dejado. What? No entiendo nada. Ya estamos. Sigo sin utilizar ninguna habilidad defensiva porque soy retrasado. Vale, nivel 9, ¿eh? Estoy muy fuerte. Quiero misiones. Quiero saber cosas. Ahora me marca solamente esa. Pero ahí me van a reventar la boca. Aquí es donde me dieron bastante. Esto es lo de la pava esta. Hay que poner fin al chantaje. Vamos a ver si podemos. Esto está en la B. Si me pilla uno ahí me revienta. Vamos a ir por aquí. Por aquí. Me va a tocar pegarme.
Best be on your way home.
Que yo voy andando, tío, que no me rayes.
Oi, yo, stop there!
Quita, coño. Déjame en paz. Yo voy a la mía. A ver.
There's more and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. Smells like rotten meat. I'm here, I know it. Ain't safe here for a gentleman. Go on!
It's a leech! Get out!
A ver.
Your name!
He's too fucking fast!
Close.
Dame veneno. Por la espaldita nomás. Ay, me lo quería comer. Pues ya estaría. Es por aquí, parece. ¿Qué he hecho?
It's locked.
O no, pues no es por aquí.
It's locked, all right.
Toque de queda. Ah, el toque de queda simplemente... Está por aquí entonces. Vale, por aquí sí que es. Vamos a ver.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Petrescu. Necesito sangre. Es un gato eso. No puedo. Me puedo. Este está muerto aquí.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Hostia puta, man.
Me, I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. If she's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Estoy viendo un montón de
What happened?
movidas.
Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Goodbye, young man.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Hola. Háblame. Dime cosas.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened?
Jesus.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
A ver. Háblame de la guerra.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these
Ah,
days.
tiene el síndrome este de las guerras.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just failed me last nerve.
Está borracho, no parece.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy
Hello?
Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Vaya.
What can you tell me about this place?
Pues no entendemos
Nothing to
algo.
say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife,
Hostia.
Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Tiene un hijo entonces.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
¿Sabes qué te digo?
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now, ha dicho. ¿Y eso qué coño hace iluminado? ¿Qué puto sentido tiene? Vamos a seguir por aquí, 60 metros. Tiene migrañas. Eso puede ser la doctora.
Drugs from the sick and suffering.
La 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 la.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
Hello there.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown
Llamada
deadly
vampirismo.
epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Va de... A ver. Ay, ay, ay. Dime
Tell me,
cosas.
who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute
Camellia.
florist who gives away her flowers.
A ver.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan
Sí, al
Bates,
hombre lobo.
without a doubt.
Pero ya la
The
faltaba.
bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
A ver.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Vamos a ir atrás. Atrás. A ver.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
¿Qué está que vende aquí? Tengo dinero, pero tampoco mucho. Le he
Good
comprado su
evening,
propia...
my
a ver.
dear colleague.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
como tú, hija de Satanás.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Vale, simplemente para la tienda.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
Y no muere la tía.
As
O
long
sea, no
as
se
you
la han
have the
cargado.
money.
No pasa por aquí un vampiro de estos reventados y se la ha llevado por delante. Por cierto, ¿está sana? Sí, está sana. Es aquí. Hemos llegado, boys. Toc, toc, toc.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is.
¿Tú crees?
Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Tiene bronquitis. Investiga las acciones. Está enfermo. A este le podríamos dar el descanso eterno. Para que no sufra, básicamente.
I cannot enter.
Coño.
I will return later.
Se ha pirado de la casa. Hostia, ¿y esto? Para cotillear.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
O sea, ni te acercas, abuelo.
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Veamos. Tengo que ir aquí y ahí. Vamos a ver. Está haciendo la... Ya, hay un pavo. Desconocido. ¿Qué le pasa a este?
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Joder, es buena persona entonces.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day.
A ver.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap?
Vampyr.
As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools.
Estaba robando.
Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Vaya. Tenemos un malhechor.
Right then. Show me what you have.
¿Y este que vende? Vende de todo. Míralo. Este es el sinvergüenza.
I should never have taken up my father's business.
Hola.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson's son, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Le gusta abusar de la gente. Buena pregunta para empezar.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Bueno, eres gilipollas.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just
Las cosas no son tan fáciles.
I don't care
zona
what
en la
you
que no hay
think,
dinero, no hay tal.
I do what I have to do
La
for my own
delincuencia es una
reasons,
salida.
and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor
En una
victim
situación
here?
desesperada.
Barrett
al
can
final.
be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Oh shit.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood,
Nope.
are you?
No mucho.
I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Revisión médica. What? Está sano. Vaya esta.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
¿Tú quién eres? Hola.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Gracioso.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Y como tratamiento para el agotamiento. Tengo una de estas. ¿Se la podría dar?
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
A ver.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
Está por aquí. Aunque, esperar un momento, ¿vale? Y ahora enseguida seguimos. Voy a salir un momento y ahora vengo, chavales. Vale, ya estoy. Seguimos ya, aquí estamos. Uy, está todo minimizado. Ahora. Vale. Let's go. Puede ser que sea dentro del mapa. O sea, dentro de la iglesia. Mercader. Neumonía. ¡Oh! Hola, buenas noches. Quiero probar. ¡Oh! Es la amiga Camelia. ¿Se ve esa tía? Mira. Hola.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Camelia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
What?
A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
Uf, grave. Me gusta. Vamos a seguir por aquí.
It's locked, all right.
Ahí hay un tío con un mapa. Vamos a ver si podemos... Claro, meterme en la iglesia me dejarán. Uy, ¿me pasará algo si me meto en la iglesia? A ver.
For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
¿Qué le estás hablando, desgraciado?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What do you mean when you say
Vamos a ver por
I'm
dónde va
more
esto.
lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you?
Sí.
Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. but not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city
No, no,
has
que
risen
todo.
from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop?
A ver, cuenta.
Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Vale.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of
Las
causes and
podía poner en inglés,
consequences.
aunque no sean
And most of them
importantes.
can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental
Oh, no,
opinion,
es
if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon
Pero ese tío no
about
lo
to
podría ganar.
strike the city.
Y no pasaría
Answers
nada.
about the hidden
Pero
truth.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition.
no sé, para atrás. A ver.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
¿Por qué?
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more
No he
than
dicho odiar,
other
pero...
nurses?
Bien.
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Lo tienes todo.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Si sigo hablando contigo te mataré. ¿Quién eres tú?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town?
Clayton.
Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
Creo que no.
That science is unable to explain the facts doesn't mean there is no rational explanation.
I confess, I share your point of view, Doctor.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
Vale.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Me gusta.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses.
Yeah.
These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Buen sitio.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Cuídate que te va a hacer falta, compañero. Hostia. Soy gilipollas. Vamos a atacar, ¿eh? ¿A quién? No, no. Desamina. Estoy fortísimo. ¿Qué le ha pasado a este? Pobre diablo. Yo quería conocer a los vecinos. Pero así, si los matáis a todos, pues no los puedo conocer. Junta a Richard en la zona. Escucho voces. Richard, hello. Mira, es este. Está hablando solo. Joder, vaya, es que va a hablar. La madre que te parió. Hola.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nithercott, at your service.
El capullo que estábamos buscando. A ver.
May I ask what you're doing?
Hablemos con el primero y ahora le metemos ahí la preguntita interesante.
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Hola, Derek, muy buenas. ¿No tiene miedo a la epidemia?
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
Hombre.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Boom, en la boca.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Dame cajita. A ver, pone por ahí. Está la tía está poniendo. Encuentra el buzón. El buzón de la... El buzón tiene que estar... Ay, perdón. Porque esto será otra vez otra nota de la niña esta. Esto es esto. Ese cartel. Si hablo con ella me lo dirá. Bueno, o me señalará, porque no habla.
Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
No.
A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
No veo.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Pues la mato. No. A ver. Sí, tío. Encuentro el buzón. ¿Qué cojones, tío? No hay ningún buzón.
I cannot enter.
Aquí. No. Y por aquí tampoco es, parece. A ver. No. Quiero ir. No puede ser por aquí. Esta zona es diferente. Estos son nivel 15, estos pavos. No puede ser. Este está aquí de por vida. O sea, te vas a poner mal al final. El buzón. Estos buzón como tal no tienen. Lo que tienen es esto. No es buzón, es meter la cartita por ahí, se supone. Eso es el buzón. Pero... no entiendo... Ojo, que se cayó un buzón. ¿Será gilipollas? Siento mucho no haberos escrito en los últimos meses. La situación en Londres es complicada. Tiene pinta. Soy consciente de que puede parecer egoísta y absurdo cuando vosotros, hijos míos, aún vivís en un país consumido por la guerra. Aquí en Inglaterra también estamos luchando una guerra contra la pobreza y contra la injusticia. No volveré a Rumanía, así que es probable que nos volvamos a ver. Estáis tristes, hijos míos, ya sois mayores, ya tenéis vuestros propios hijos, ya conocéis los cosas que a veces hay que hacer, ¿vale?
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Vamos allá. Vamos a ir con el yayo. Desconfiado.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be...
Voy por aquí. Ratitas. Y sangre. No entiendo lo de... Mal sitio. Esto tiene mala pinta. Soy un bebé. Tal vez me he metido donde no debía. puta. Anillo, pitillera. No veas. Pero he escuchado como un bebé. Claro, es como que... Tiene buena pinta esto. Dead Inside. Coño, un escondite nuevo. Qué miedo. Puta madre. Me parece perfecto. Un escondite nuevo hemos encontrado, una mesita de trabajo. Esto es para reponer, esto es para robar. Y aquí sales a dónde. Desconocido. Que el barrio está... Hablamos con él. Vamos a hacer la misión.
I have this thirst for blood.
Ah, por aquí. Oli. Conozco todos tus secretos.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Veamos. Ahí tienes dinero. Has dejado a mi alcance dinero, lo siento mucho. Aunque es muy poco dinero, pero... Tiene bronquitis el abuelo. Creo que muerto estará mejor. Ahí va. Así de sin querer. A ver. Vamos a ver con ella. Oli. No puedo curar a esta gente. Pues vaya. Codeína, qué rico. Carta. Aunque se estaba liando.
Can you hear my voice? need help.
Hola.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Y ya está. Easy.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
A lo mejor sabía de algún sitio. Tienes una cara de vampiro que no puedo creer.
He's still bleeding, Doctor.
O sea, la peña te
I'm losing his
esa
pulse.
puta cara y no...
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Pues chúpate los dedos.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, fuck.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Vale. Salvamos a poca gente, pero...
My bedside manners.
Voy a seguir robando y ahora hablamos. 5
So what
chelines.
do I owe this courtesy?
It's locked.
A ver, vamos a hablar tú y yo, Dorothy.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us.
Sí.
So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Your heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury?
Las razones.
Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Perdonar, ignoraré lo que he visto, pero dimitirá. Cautivar. Se olvidará de todo lo ocurrido. Sentenciar. Cautivar. Vamos a probar cautivar. Me gusta. Es como...
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Oh, me han dado un blog que se llama Entrevista con el vampiro. Muy guapo. El distrito, hostia. Las consecuencias, pero le he dicho que no vaya por ella, pero que ayude a la gente, sí. Ah.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Vale, pues What the fuck?
Oh, this one stinks already.
Puta.
Easy does it.
Viene con el papu.
We have to stop it.
¿Qué quieres? Malditos perros. Matando enfermos. Así ya me aprovecho y mato gente. Qué cabrones. Pues nada, voy a dejarlo por aquí, yo creo. Vamos a matar a estos putos. Porque ahora me van a atacar. Hola. ¡Mátalo a todos! Ah, que me mata. Va a ser que...
Shoot it! All of your bloody leeches need...
A ver.
I'll put an end to you!
¡No! ¡Qué gilipollas soy! Me han derrotado. Vale. Pues nada, lo vamos a dejar aquí con una muerte lamentable en combate. Y nada, pues nada, ahora se dejará resubiendo YouTube, como siempre. Y eso, nos vemos muy pronto. Mira, lo hemos dejado. Vale, hasta luego.